Now hitting on the cameras, like I just couldn't stop talking about it. On the back, it had that triple camera setup. So it had a 48 megapixel wide angle lens, a 12 megapixel telephoto lens, and then a 16 megapixel ultra wide sensor. Now I think this camera quality on the back is actually pretty okay. I actually don't think it's that bad, and I don't think it's like an amazing camera. I really don't think it was the best camera of 2019. I would definitely give that to the Galaxy S10, but this camera is actually not bad. So it has that 3 camera setup that I talk about in literally every single video. This is one of the most important camera setups you can have. So first of all, having 4K 60 is extremely cool. I love having that type of capability, and just for that in and of itself is a humongous asset for sure. Now on top of that, you have that wide angle telephoto and ultra wide sensor, so you can zoom in a ton, you can zoom out a ton, and you have a high quality wide angle lens. So those things are really important for me too. So that camera on the back literally gets a thumbs up for me. Of course, the quality wasn't amazing. We are kind of pushing that 8K capability nowadays, so it would have been kind of nicer had it had that type of capability, but even that is not a big deal, and I'm not really freaking out about it too much. But again, 4K 60 on the back, thumbs up for me for sure. On the front, you do have that 16 megapixel sensor. Now you can do 1080p videos on that sensor as well, and I think it's pretty cool, but I think one of the more interesting things about this device is the back camera. I think the front camera could have used some work, and the sad thing is, even in 2019, I mean, like, we already had 4K 60 on the front. We had the iPhone 11 Pros and the iPhone 11s that have 4K 60, the Galaxy S10 that have 4K 60 on the front. That year was a year for a lot of devices to have that capability, and I don't even think still, even though with the OnePlus 8T, we still don't have 4K 60 on the front of these OnePlus devices, and it's kind of getting out of control. I feel like OnePlus is going to be extremely behind on the camera standpoint, and the fact that they still don't have that type of capability is really weird to me. So I mean, take it as you will, but definitely when it comes down to this specific camera and this specific front and back setup, I will say the back camera thumbs up, the front camera thumbs down. I think ultimately it's probably like a 7 out of 10 when you factor in, everything for these two cameras. So in terms of that pretty much covers it up. Now hitting